Well, greetings and many Force-related happy returns, my fellow Star Wars fans. Welcome to A Few Good Clones, the official Facebook page for A Few Good Clones podcast. And welcome to our semi-monthly regular, well, gonna try to be a semi-monthly regular featurette character depth turnaround, where I, your host, David Senden of the Few Good Clones podcast, and the guy responsible for all of this. Yeah, I know. I know. I run it very Han style, solo around here. I apologize. But I will be sitting down with you on a pretty month to month basis, taking a character from Star Wars, granted from the movies, gang. Movies, let's. I mean, I love Legends, don't get me wrong, but let's not, get into that hornet's nest right now. It's, all of it's changing. It's all sort of like a crazy hornet's bag. So we're going to go strictly movies, Clone Wars, and Rebels. Well, as Rebels goes along, but movies, Clone Wars, and Rebels. Let's stay there. Let's stay focused. Stay on target. Let's do that. Alright? But I'm going to be taking a character and, turning it around. Character depth turnaround. We're going to get deep. Deep. I'm talking Jedi Church deep. We're going to get deep with these characters. Alright, well, that being said, let's get to the first character on docket. And the first character on docket today is going to be your favorite and mine, Master Yoda. Yeah, we all love Master Yoda, don't we? He's short, he's green, he can fight like, Gizmo on steroids. We love him. Well, if you saw episode 2, that last joke makes sense. Let's be honest. Anyway, let's talk about Yoda. Alright, aside from the fact that he's, a very odd looking character, in mythology, George always stated it was that insignificant character on the side of the road that gives the, hero the tools he needs to go save the princess and whatnot. Well, Yoda is that character. We inherently know that. But for this first episode of Character Depth Turnaround, let's dig a little deeper into our favorite green guy, shall we? Alright, we all know how in the Clone Wars you had the whole Mother Talzin thing. And, is she alive? Is she not? Is she there? This, that, and the other thing. A lot of questions. Well, my question is this. Basically concerning Yoda, my question was, is he actually there? I mean, physically we see him, but he is also, if you go back to some of the original script drafts, a will. The whole Journal of the Wills thing. We can theorize that Yoda is a will. Granted, it's not, proven. Canon's being redefined, so it may, get some kind of new life to it. But, this is all based on theory. All based on theory. But we can theorize that Yoda is or was at one time a will. So are they on another higher plane? Was Yoda that will, and was his will, for lack of a better term, projected into the physical universe we know that was inherently Star Wars? So, and I use the Mother Talzin thing as an example because did Yoda have the same kind of raw trickery? He's a very mischievous fella, I mean, we just don't know. Now, granted, I would like, in this new era of Star Wars, we know, episode 7, We know spin-off movies. We know this. There's rumors of a Kenobi trilogy. All this crazy stuff, right? But I'm like, oh, okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. The trilogy I would like to see, personally, is the Yoda trilogy. Now I know some people are like, yeah, but it would peel back the more you do, the more the mysteries go and whatnot. I'm sorry about the impression. I know fans like that. They run in my inner circles. I know people like that. But to that, I just say this. Well, one, it's Star Wars, and it's more Star Wars movies, so what's the problem? And two, the second one is, let's see, the second issue I have with that is, well, yes, the more you add, the more you peel back the curtain in the sense of mystery. But I make the case in the argument of, well, sequels do that by their very nature. I mean, if we didn't want franchises to peel the mystery back, I got news for you. A franchise would be really, really short. Like, well, I don't know, 2 movies short. So I'm just like, bring it. Bring it. And besides, we have this new exciting era going on of new Star Wars movies. I mean, granted, George wanted to retire, yes, but he must have also been really taken with, Disney's Frozen and the whole Let It Go song just rang true with him. I know, small joke, but he certainly did let it go. Oh man, that joke's gonna be around for a while now. Anyway, getting back to Yoda. Now, other than the big, question, was he a will, was he not a will? Um, it's like that to be or not to be. I believe Shakespeare had the same kind of problem figuring that out. But other than that, that's essentially the big mystery to me in terms of Yoda. I mean, now, granted, who taught this guy? You know, was he like Anakin in the whole, yes, I will bring it up, midi-chlorians? Come on, people. They exist in the universe. I know people want to ignore them, and, I would hope that they're not a founding part of this page. I try to keep it all nice and positive here on A Few Good Clones, but come on, midi chlorians, they happened, they exist. It's about time we deal with that, don't you think? But my big question is, if he wasn't a will, was he experimented on midichlorian? Was he born out of midichlorian? Was he essentially hatched from a midichlorian? Because it's kind of like, if he's not a will, honestly, that's the only other thing we have to go on, you know? So, I mean, that's that essentially. So that pretty much wraps up our first episode on character depth turnaround, talking about Yoda. Now, if yes, if you have your theories on Yoda, I want to hear them. Leave it in the comments below this video. Write them yourself. I'd love to hear what you think. A Yoda trilogy. I'm like, bring it. Some people would be like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah. I've heard all that before. But I would like to know. I'm very interested to hear what you think about it. So leave your comments, and I will see you next month as we talk Han Solo. Oh, one of my favorite characters. And ladies, I know for sure one of yours.